After losing in the rivals round with the seat at the throne, Minnesota owner fires the coaching staff. Now it appears that Minnesota has never won the tournament. What makes that loss so devastating?
Well, first off, let's talk about the coach and why they got fired. The coach got fired due to the simple fact he ran it twice, and then on third down, he threw the ball the entire game. That ain't going to get you a win, and the Reapers paid the price for that.
Will the new coaching staff be enough to keep the Reapers out of the Division III?
Honestly, I don't think so. Minnesota, defensively, is ranked last in the league in almost every stat. And 9 times out of 10, when it comes down to it, they stuck in the shootout to win. So they have no hope, in my opinion.
What can Minnesota expect out of their new head coach?
First off, that better defense, just like he did in Chicago. I expect him to come over and bring that same intensity he did in Chicago.
Now, Mr. Lee, do you think you can turn this defense around?
I will make sure I know my defense and what they can and cannot do before I ever answer a question like that. Next question.
Are you concerned with how long Mr. Nice holds the ball?
Nah, I would rather see a sack than an interception any day.
Now, everyone's been talking. Since you were the new coach for the Reapers, they have the worst receiving core in the league. How would you generate some success in the passing game, Mr. Lee?
Well, we need to pass on something other than third down, mix it up. We can't just run 2 times, pass on the third, and expect to get somewhere. We'll be punting all day.
Seattle came into town looking for an easy win with their run-stopping defense led by Longstreet, the league's top pass rusher. Minnesota caught fire in the air early, and the snow slowed Seattle down while Minnesota's defense held them in place. Down by 14 at the half, Seattle had to strike fast to stay alive. After a long drive, Seattle ran it in for 6, but before Longstreet could take the field, Minnesota stepped on whatever hopes Seattle had of coming back. Minnesota's defense and crowd noise was just too much for Seattle. This battle was over before it ever got started.
I don't even know why you came round. We pros over here, this ain't no playground. There's money on the line, you better fall.
How did Minnesota protect the house from Seattle?
The Reapers took full advantage of being home, making a play on all sides of the field. Their defense came away with 4 turnovers, holding the reign to only 14 points.
Minnesota did a good job of containing Longstreet, which gave them plenty of time to find an open receiver.
As the defending champs New York looked to win their 10th coronation round and be the first team to go to 10 Regicide Bowls in a row, meanwhile Minnesota is hunting for their first Regicide Bowl appearance. New York started making plays straight out of the gate, but a tough Minnesota team would anchor a 2-play attack that would tie the game. New York was unfazed and brought an attack of their own. As the second half started, so did a heavy dose of Forbes. New York found themselves in a nightmare. The Reapers' defense was everywhere on the field, causing problems, and Minnesota would win their first coronation round in team history.
I've been held down for too long, time to come up from the bottom. And once I get them, you know when I get them, Duke, I got them. I'm gonna knock them blood, sweat, tears out them. For the love of the game, not the start.
What happened in New York?
Minnesota found themselves in a fight early in the game, but the Reapers' very own Forbes kept them going.
New York needed their offense to step up, and they came up short only 100 combined yards of offense versus 300 combined yards of offense by the Reapers.
Just give me my space, let me do my thing. I'll be the saddest of the songs that a clown can sing.
The highly talked about Las Vegas Aces are appearing in their second Regicide Bowl, looking for the win this time against the Minnesota Reapers. As the game came on, so did the scores. Each team was fighting for a win. After a kickoff return touchdown, the game was tied. Minnesota would turn the ball over to an Aces team that scores 90% of the time. After a passing touchdown and a 2-point conversion, the Aces led by 1 point as the Reapers' very own Forbes went down with an injury, and so did Minnesota's hope of winning. But Nice orchestrated a passing attack that would give the Reapers the lead for the second time. The Aces came swinging back to take the lead right back, but the Reapers' new tough defense and a new running back would prove too much for the Aces to handle. Time was on Las Vegas's side, but after 3 straight incomplete passes, the Reapers were given one last chance. Rather than throw it up for grabs, the Reapers handed it to their new running back, who fought his way to the biggest finish of regicide history. Minnesota brought home the trophy with a 40-36 victory.
Open your eyes, you're not imagining. It's not a magic trick. We got a manuscript. We really that good. We really this polished. We really that focused. We rarely miss our target. So when
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on today's Regicide Bowl?
The Reapers kept pace with the Aces but would not be denied the win. The backup running back got a total of 100 yards. The Reapers might have themselves a dual running game next year.
The Aces need to look into their so-called tough defense, but their special teams could be something to watch in the future.
You know you in my shot, right? So that mean you got to scoop, bro.
Hello.
What's happening? The coach ran it twice. He should have ran it 4 times.
I had to shine like this to shine like that. It matter.
You retarded,
You feel me
bro.
though?
You got it.
All right, can we look at each other? Like,
I'm Nick, you Jack.
After losing in the rival round, the Reapers owner fired the... I can't do this.
And yeah, the passing game's just been a little too predictable. And line.
Come on, bro. You want a different name, bro? Like what, bro?
all right, you Nick.
You Jack.
It's like, I punt on first down.
Hey, can we start over, please?
You see how I tweaked
Cause
that,
now I
right?
get it. Now I
see how I
get it.
tweaked that?
All right, I just read this for the first time. Can we start over?